All right, joining me now is veteran OHL linesman Dustin McCrank, who was recently selected as one of the officials for the upcoming IIHF Men's World Championships in Riga, Latvia. Dusty, how are things, and where are you chatting with me from?
Things are going well. I'm chatting with you from my home in Guelph. Very excited to get on the ice over in Latvia in about a month and working hard to make sure I'm prepared.
Awesome. Well, you were one of two Canadians appointed to the Worlds this year. How does it feel to have been selected for this tournament again?
Yeah, it's a huge honor looking at being an official from Canada, be 2 out of 35,000 officials in Canada. It was a pretty big honor, and it should be a great time working with Olivier Gouin again over at a tournament like that.
Well, this is your third time working this tournament, and your career has taken you to Denmark, to Slovakia. Have you ever been to Latvia before?
No, that's one of the countries that was definitely on my bucket list. I've never gotten that far east. I've been to countries that are close. So I've been to Helsinki and Finland, and just south of them in Slovakia. So it'll be pretty fun to be up in that corner of Eastern Europe. That's for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I mean, as I mentioned, this is your third time getting to work this tournament. Is that feeling of being chosen still just as exciting every single time?
Yeah, usually as a Canadian official, you're very lucky to get selected for one of these things. So to be selected for three, I mean, every year around this time, you always get the itch and wondering if that call is coming, because it's such a huge honor, again, to be part of one of the best hockey playing nations in the world, and to be able to be selected to referee a tournament like this and represent our country is unbelievable. So yeah, it's better every time, really, knowing the experience and the fun you get to have over there. It becomes even more exciting year after year. That's for sure.
Fantastic. Well, obviously, the past couple seasons have been different, to say the least. Why don't you tell us what you've been up to this season? I think you've been getting in some games with the AHL.
Yeah, when the American League season started in February, we were lucky enough as local officials in Toronto to do some games there at that level. So we were able to keep our skills sharp, at the best development league in the world outside of, the OHL is for juniors. But when it comes to pro players, the American League is where you want to be if you're not in the NHL. So it's been good. It's been a little bit of a ray of sunshine amongst these dark clouds that we've kind of been hanging over us. But yeah, any bit of hockey we'll take, and hopefully this time next year we're all working playoffs and back to where we were normally. But definitely look forward to the OHL to come back in September. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, after the year we've just had, what kind of emotions do you think you'll be feeling when you're finally able to get back out there on the international stage, especially considering last year's tournament was canceled?
Yeah, I think it'll be a little bit of adjustment, like it always is, stepping onto the ice with players and game style of that level. But I think once the first whistle happens and the first puck drops, you realize that it's the same game, and really the game is played at a high level and played the right way. Things just happen a little quicker at that level. So it's just a matter of getting up to speed, getting those sight lines and just trying to get things right at that speed.
Perfect. Well, you've worked 12 OHL seasons, numerous OHL championship series, a couple of Memorial Cups as well. How does it feel to be able to represent the OHL at this tournament?
Yeah, it's a huge honor. It's definitely a major feather in my cap. Something that kind of is a crowning achievement on such what usually, like, over 10 years as an OHL linesman is a pretty good and lengthy career. So it's a nice cap to go along with the other accolades that I've got to experience, and it's a testament to the OHL, just showing how well they develop and the quality of the hockey and the product that they provide, that has allowed me to kind of reach that level and really kind of realize my dreams as far as amateur officiating goes, for sure.
And of course, at the Worlds, I mean, you're on the ice among some of the best of the best, and a lot of these players, you were also on the ice back when they were in junior in the OHL. So how does it feel to kind of come to this full circle moment where you're on the ice again with these players and you've kind of seen them through their full career?
Yeah, it's pretty cool to be, to be on the ice with some of these players after seeing them 8 to 10 years ago, and having a little bit of a relationship and rapport with them, and then seeing them at the World Championship level. It's just as cool and just as neat after they've realized their dreams, and seeing them through to the professional level they're at now. It's definitely a huge honor, and it's nice for me to kind of showcase my skills and show them kind of where I've gotten to, and all these years later.
I was gonna say it's a dream for them to make it to that point, a dream for you as well. It's nice you guys get to share in that moment together.
Definitely.
Do you have any players that actually recognize you as well, and just kind of you're able to have those conversations kind of dating back?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the players move on to the NHL, but then there's other leagues like I work the American Hockey League, so I got players working the Toronto Marlies games. I get East Coast League out of Brampton that they just recently left, so players go to that level. And then you work men's hockey around Ontario, and university hockey, CIS in Ontario. So I really work all the kind of avenues that players tend to filter to after the OHL. So yeah, definitely there's some relationships continue on after that rapport is built in the OHL, and it's kind of nice. And you realize we're all out there trying to accomplish a common goal, and get through a hockey game and get through it safe and fairly. And yeah, there's a mutual respect out there, and it's nice that they recognize you as just a part of the game and a fixture out there as well.
Absolutely, just goes to show how really close knit this community is, right?
Big time, yeah, lots of support for sure.
All right, well, thank you so much, Dusty. Really appreciate your time. I really hope you're keeping safe and healthy, and we wish you all the very best as you prepare to head to Latvia next month.
Thanks, SJ. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Dusty McCrank will head to Latvia for the World Championships that will take place from May 21st to June 6th.